Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blanks, joined as always by my co host, Brian.
Not everybody.
We're here to talk a new series, Mr. Beast Games on Amazon Prime. These is the series premiere, so episodes 1 and 2. Make sure you're liked and subscribed here, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All the reality, guys. We have all of your competition reality shows, all of your dating reality shows, all of your reality TV news. Okay, Brian. So Mr. Beast Games, 1,000 contestants to start, $5 million in a grand prize. But what we learned pretty quickly in the show is that there is just a crap ton of side prizes to be won as far as cash payouts, bribes to leave the show, etc. It's pretty much Squid Games. If you guys have watched Squid Games, a lot of mass elimination games, a lot of sacrifice yourself for the group, even though you don't know anybody, kind of the greater good ideal. But this one again really highly incentivized with a lot of cash.
Mm.
I'm going to say this, Brian, because I know we have right now we're sitting on two different sides of this, but I do have a caveat, and I want everyone to hear this right off the damn top. If full spoilers, we saw how it ended. Four captains, the money is going up. All you got to do is press the button, you get the money. Your team's eliminated, but you stay. It showed it go over 900,000. If it goes to 1 million, no one gets eliminated and everyone moves to the next round. If no one presses the button, Brian, the show isn't real. And these are actors set up into specific spots because there's, I mean, 0% chance a real person. There's not one out of those four that would take 500 grand and above. I would have hit it at 100 probably.
Yeah, I agree. This show is also eliminating people at such an alarming rate that, like, now that you're telling me, like, it almost makes me think that they might just go to 1 million and not take it because, like, how are they? How somebody mentioned 10 episodes and we 2 episodes we lost like 700 people.
Yeah, there's like three something left. So just say
Yeah,
you would be down to like two something. But then again, we're saying only two something. It's a lot of damn people still for 8 episodes. You could probably make it
yeah.
more.
It's yeah. Look, I'm gonna be completely honest. I absolutely hated the show. I hated watching it. I couldn't wait till it was over, and I don't even know if this might be the only review I do of it because I absolutely hated it. I am not really familiar with Mr. Beast. I couldn't stand listening to him. I couldn't stand looking at him. I couldn't stand any of the people with their fake emotions and their screaming and like I know it's not real because no one was fighting each other after they eliminated for something ridiculous. So I'm gonna be here today. I'll see if I'll be here back next week, but. Anybody wants to argue with me in the comments, they can, but I thought it was trash.
I could definitely again. I'm hanging on a razor's edge here because I want to enjoy the show. I thought let's get the obvious out of the way. Production value was great, right? There is a crap ton of money invested into this show. The sets were cool. The city that they have is cool, right? Like all the challenges, even frankly, even though there was crazy production value, I liked that they were pretty damn simple, right?
Yeah.
They played some Pong. It was here's trivia. It's,
Mhm.
just like don't who can get the most people to quit so that they survive. Like those were cool games. I like that. I think you could do that same show, but start at like 100 people and it would be pretty engaging still. You might have to get rid of some of the mass eliminations or make the early groups small, right? But these type of games would be very engaging from the beginning if we only were following X amount of people. Now, if you watch Squid Game on Netflix, they're going to start sprinkling some people in probably next week. You'll start to get some people for the storylines to follow through, but this is a very hard show for you to get emotionally invested in. The only draw really is just to see what the next challenge is.
That's another thing. I was like, I went online and I'm reading these people. I was like, let me just search the hashtag, and I didn't see a single negative thing on Twitter about it. And I just was like, and everyone's like, I was on the edge of my seat at the end of episode 2. I was like, have you watched TV before? Like, have you watched anything in your life that
Are
you
you
were on the edge
crying
of the seat for
bots?
this fake ass show? So I don't know. I agree with you though. I actually think it would be kind of cool if the number was 100 and they could still play those games where it's like, oh, we need to strategically get people out, but like maybe there's a consequence, like he just doesn't tell it, and then like maybe do like 10 eliminations a week or something like that, where like maybe you can connect with the people because
Yep.
these people are going, who cares? It's a simulation. It's literally like a Sims version of a game. Like people just leave and you don't even care.
I wish I could have gotten on this show, Brian. If it's real, I would have loved to go there for 20 minutes and walk out with like 15 grand. I'm fine with
Oh, was
that.
it the first one?
Yeah, I don't, dude. I probably would have caught on pretty quick that like if I can just get to like the second game or third game, I can make 50 grand and then I'm out of here. I don't even care. Like honestly, like for the random chance that crap is like I would walk after taxes walking out with like 30 grand, 25 grand. You're there for a day. I'll take that.
I think that row game, well, the column one was only like it got up to 50, right?
Yeah,
The row game got up to 100,
a
right?
hundred.
I think that's where you need to get to.
That's what I was thinking exactly.
Yeah, you
There's
get to
guys
that
getting like
row game and
80.
you're there for the day and then you're done. It's like, thank you, see you later. It's a weekend.
Like Brian said, it was actually allegedly dangerous to your health to stay at the show for more than a day. There's a bunch of lawsuits saying that they were given their medicine and water. We'll come to find out more about that. We'll see if the game gets intense or not, where they have these people sleeping and stuff. We really haven't seen that yet, so we'll maybe get a little bit of camp
Yeah,
life.
I want to see the living quarters
Yeah, like Squid Game, they literally stayed in bunk beds.
and the
So
mess hall.
and like a
Like, what are they eating?
Beastables, Mr. Beastable. He's got like his Lunchables version. They're all eating Beastables or whatever the
Yeah,
hell they're called.
this
People
guy,
can correct me.
this his age demographic is lower than us, right?
Yeah. I think like very fringe us, but definitely kids, I'd say minimum 5 years younger than us. So if you're like below 30 right now, Mr. Beast was definitely like your wheelhouse of YouTube, not us.
Yeah, because I told Bill I've never seen any of his videos in my life, and
That's
I'm on
pretty
the internet a
impressive.
lot.
It's honestly pretty impressive to never seen a Mr. Beast video. I would
I don't get on it on trends. I don't know. It's not like my style and stuff like
I
that.
had never seen a Mr. Beast video, and one of actually a kid we went to Delaware with. I just happened to be at his house, and he said Mr. Beast. This is like 5 years ago, probably. I was like, "Who's that?" And then I watched like 4 or 5 videos in a row. They're all like, these big out over the top, not even like pranks, but just these like, we're gonna give this stranger $100,000 if he could get 6 people to give him his car. Like, it's like, okay, cool. Or like, we built this 9,000 foot tall build a bear. If you could get into it's like, like why? But like it's like that's what the videos are. Six
Yeah,
hundred million views.
yeah, it doesn't do it for me right there. I saw online. I was on Reddit a lot today too because I was just having a hard time. Like, I need to know if
Understanding.
anybody agrees with me. And I saw like people saying referencing like he like lives off poverty porn.
Oh well, he does a lot of like those. I always have a hard time with that kind of like accusation with people. Just it's like you still are donating crap to people. I don't even
Yeah,
care if
yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing it for the views. If you're still
Right.
giving the people the money, then whatever. Like I don't care if you're like if you're making an image off of it. If you're like giving a bunch of water wells to a bunch of African kids, which he did, like, and people went
Yeah.
after him, they were like, "He's doing it for clout." I'm like, give like 10 villages like water.
Right.
Like that's kind of still kind of nice. Like,
Yeah, but again, like I don't know anything about this guy. I don't watch any of his videos, so like this is just me reading things from other people. So I'm not. That's not my
yeah,
expertise
no,
at
no, no,
all.
I got you.
Because I'm really interested to see what if the bots are here.
We're gonna find
That's
out.
what I'm ready to fight with some bots.
Um, like I said, we're covering a bunch of other reality competition shows. We just finished up Survivor 47. We are covering Surviving Barstool. We have the Traders UK and USA coming up. I believe tonight was the finale of House of Villains. If it's
You're right.
not, it's next week, but we'll get something out there for it. We just couldn't watch all 4 shows tonight. Probably should have
Yeah,
thought about that before. I probably would have wanted to watch that.
it was actually. I saw a
Oh,
tweet.
okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, it was.
Okay, cool. So we'll get something out. I'll get something out over the weekend for you guys for that.
Yeah.
Check out everything else in our playlist. We have a great variety. And like I mentioned, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, you won't miss anything that we do. But until next week, probably just for myself, but for this week, Brian, thank you so much for watching. Peace.